Hey guys, Josh here with you again today. We're going to test some flashlights. Just lamps you can carry around. These are basically tactical flashlights intended for law enforcement, security, police, military use. They work just fine for civilians, and most places don't have any laws against carrying a flashlight that's really bright. However, there are warnings about searing people's eyes out and fun stuff like that. And the main one we're going to focus on, that's going to be basically a review of, is the Surefire L5 Lumamax. Now, I don't know how many of my videos you've watched, but you've probably heard me talk about Surefire lights. And I don't usually have a very happy, fun thing to say about them because they break, they're way overpriced, and they underperform inexpensive lights. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to waste your money. But I just happen to have gotten one in a trade, so I'm going to review it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to look at the material that they're all made out of. Every single one of these flashlights is made out of a supposedly hardened anodized aluminum. It's obvious which one is the largest, and by feeling it, it's obvious to tell how much aluminum is there. The heaviest aluminum is obviously the Surefire. So if you're going to use this as a club, go Surefire. The most aggressive in appearance and most durable by appearance and the most, I guess, weapon ability would actually be the UTG one, because it has these really nasty screwdriver-like combat head tips, and it also has a real anti-roll side on front and back, and it comes with a lanyard. So value-wise, that seems like an obvious choice at about $60. And I think you can get them around 50 actually. So $180 for that. It does not actually have the anti-roll. It's going to roll. You see that one engaging. It doesn't want to roll. So next one up, this is a Maglite XL100. It's not very heavy duty as far as the aluminum. It's mostly for looks. It's a very attractive light. It doesn't have any combat end cap or anti-roll. And some people find them even slippery because of the glossy finish. That would probably be the least amount of metal, but it's actually the second or third heaviest. I can't remember. I think it's second heaviest. This little guy is a Smith & Wesson Galaxy, I think 9. It's just a real inexpensive light, and it with the Maglite both use standard batteries. Do not require special CR123 batteries. So they're inexpensive, they're easy to get batteries for, and you can use rechargeable batteries in them. And this one does have a bit of an anti-roll, but it does not have a combat forend. And it is pretty heavy duty looking. You could definitely smack somebody with it, and they're all LEDs, so they shouldn't break. Next test is going to be weight. It's obvious to me that the Surefire, being the biggest and most metal, is going to have the heaviest weight. It is 6.68 ounces. That's pretty damn heavy. 3.432 for the UTG. 4.091 for the Maglite. 4.409 for the Smith & Wesson. So heaviest, second, third, and the UTG light is the least weighty. And by the way, it does have the highest claimed lumens at 120. And that will be the next thing we test. Because just because their flashlight claims these crazy numbers doesn't mean anything. We're going to go ahead and turn the regular lamp off. And I think we'll start top to bottom. So, Surefire. Pretty good beam. It spreads out. It has a nice intense inner beam. And it is a white-yellow color. Decent. It claims to be about 100 lumens. I'll buy that. A tighter beam, obviously with a smaller lamp. Looks to me that this is about as bright and a little bit brighter to my eyes than the Surefire, and it actually has a similar sized outer ring. In fact, no, it's a little bigger. So this actually illuminates a larger area, and the beam, the actual beam point, is more focused. So they get roughly the same performance and more out of a much smaller, cheaper light. That's also a 5-function light, by the way. If you've seen the review or not, I don't know, but you can do high, low, medium, so you can get battery reserve on that. You can do SOS and strobe. And same thing with the Maglite XL100. It has 5 functions. That is the maximum brightness. The crazy thing is, to my eye, I think the Maglite might be the brightest. Well, it only claims 80 lumens. It's a real 80 lumens. And the inner ring is smaller, and it has at least one outer ring, and possibly this thing is dirty. It looks like it has a couple of other rings to me. So, for the money, that's like a $40 light, and it uses regular batteries. That's the money shot right there. And this is about a $15 or $20 Smith & Wesson light. It doesn't offer a whole heck of a lot of lumens. I would say this is, I don't even know what it is. It's not mini, and it doesn't claim anything. They don't tell how many lumens it offers. Cut and dry. If you have to have a lithium flashlight, the UTG far surpasses the Surefire, and it has less random failures. However, a lot less UTG lights are sold than Surefire, so if you do the math, they probably don't have that much difference in reliability. But I've used lots of UTG lights and they never break. I've seen several Surefire lights break, and I only have one. The Maglite is the best all around if you can use regular style batteries. They are super popular, so if you want one, you better grab it. And you can probably get the Smith & Wessons really cheap on Amazon. This was Josh with a review of the L5. I review it at 3 out of 5. It tries to do a lot, and it barely does maybe what it claims. The L5 Lumamax. Thanks for watching.